The Naira Nigerian currency on Wednesday closed on a flat note with a marginal loss of 0.02% at the official foreign exchange market, following a decline in the dollar sales by market operators. Welcome to Business Point, where we extract the Nigerian economy and the government policies. I am Kike Lomo Okeri. At the Nigerian Autonomous Forex Exchange Market, NAFEM, FX trading resumed after a two-day holiday declared by the federal government of Nigeria. Consequently, after trading on Wednesday, the dollar was quoted at 1,483 naira, slightly weaker than 1,482 naira quoted on Friday before the holidays. This is despite increased FX inflow recorded in 1 month. About $5.95 billion inflow from the World Bank and Afrexim Bank entered into the Nigerian economy. According to data released by FMDQ Security Exchange Limited, the dollar sales by willing buyer and willing sellers declined by 17.84% to $150.73 million on Wednesday from $183.47 million recorded on Friday before the festive holiday. The intraday high closed at 1,514 naira per dollar on Wednesday, weaker than 1,419 naira close on Friday, while the intraday low steadied at 1,390 naira per dollar. The naira traded flat at 1,490 naira on the parallel market, popularly called the black market, when compared to last week's rate of 1,495 naira. The naira recorded a marginal gain of 0.33% per dollar on the black market. Foreign investors' equity trading rose 437% to 334.01 billion naira in the first 4 months of 2024, from 62.18 billion naira obtained in the corresponding period of 2023. Nigerian Stock Investors Exchange equity valued at 1.894 trillion naira in January to April 30th, 2024 against 721.44 billion naira recorded in the same period of 2023. According to April trading data on domestic and foreign portfolio participation in equity trading obtained from the Nigerian Exchange Limited, foreigners accounted for 17.63%, that is 334.01 billion naira of the total equity transaction within the period, while domestic investors accounted for 82.37%, that is 1.560 trillion naira. Foreigners in Nigeria's equity markets had, in the 4 months to April 2023, traded stock worth only 62.18 billion naira, that is 8.62%, while domestic investors traded 659.26 billion naira, that is 91.38% in 4 months to April 2024. Foreign investors trade in stock peak in April, representing 34.90% of the total value of stock traded. The record value of stock traded by foreign investors in April was 120.83 billion naira, while domestic investors accounted for equity deal worth 225.40 billion naira, that is 65.10%. Nigerian stock market return in 2024 stood positive at 33.64% in the trading week to June 14, following increase by activities in oil and gas, banking industry, and insurance stock, despite foreigners' interest in Nigerian stock in the 4 months to April 2024, the market remained under pressure as investors pursue safety in the fixed income space amid the attractive yield. The last 12 months, and particularly the past 5 months, have seen a transaction in Naira fixed income yield, not only treasury bill yield realized at the Central Bank of Nigeria auction high, they are consistently high. The average yield at 91-day treasury bill at auction so far this year has been 15% annualized, as opposed to average of 5.2% in 2023. The average yield for 1 year treasury bill has been 23.3% against an average of 13.3% in 2023. The Coronation Search analysts in their June 10 note that in March 2024, foreign investors traded stock worth 94.26 billion naira, that is 17.50%, while domestic investors accounted for 444.28 billion naira, that is 82.50%. In February, foreign stock investors traded equity worth 65.81 billion naira, that is 18.39% of the total value of trade, while domestic investors traded 292.07 billion worth of stock, that is 81.61%. In January, it was 53.11 billion naira by foreigners and 598.41 billion naira, that is 91.85% by domestic investors. In 4 months to April 30th, stockbroking firm accounted for equity deals worth 1.024 trillion naira, that is 54.11% of total value of stock traded on the NGX in the same period. Despite attractive returns from the fixed income market, participants continue to take position in fundamental sound stock given their low pricing. Let's take a quick short break. We'll be right back. Don't go away. Stay with us. Hello and welcome to Business Report on Global Morning. Nigeria's total trade with the United Kingdom has plummeted by 25% in the first quarter of 2024, despite the higher value realized from the Naira devaluation. This is according to the recent foreign trade statistics reported by the National Bureau of Statistics. The total trade between Nigeria and the UK dropped from 602.36 billion naira in the first quarter of 2023 to 451.45 billion naira in the first quarter of 2024. This represents a significant year-on-year decline of 25% when compared to the previous year, that is fourth quarter of 2023, where the total trade was 522.79 billion naira. There is a quarter-on-quarter decrease of 14%. The steep decline in Nigeria trade with the UK is concerning, especially given the context of the weak naira. Typically, a weak naira could make Nigerian exports cheaper and more competitive internationally, theoretically boosting trade figures. However, the data indicates that other factors are likely contributing to the decline. A closer look at the data revealed that both imports and exports have experienced decline. Nigerian imports from the UK decreased from 186.99 billion naira in fourth quarter of 2023 to 183.34 billion naira in the first quarter of 2024, marking a 2% quarter-on-quarter decline. However, year-on-year, the import increased by 25%, up from 146.88 billion naira in the first quarter of 2023. Regarding exports, there was a more substantial drop, which dragged the total trade number down. The export value fell from 335.8 billion naira in the fourth quarter of 2023 to 268.11 billion naira in the first quarter of 2024, showing a 20% quarter-on-quarter decrease. On a year-on-year basis, exports plummeted by 41%, down from 455.48 billion naira in the first quarter of 2023. The UK was a major destination for the export, as the NBS data shows that 43.49 million naira interchange tools, 2 million articles of iron steel, 1.97 billion naira treating metal, 2.18 million naira machines for voice, image, or data, and 1.45 million naira household articles were exported in the first quarter of 2024. Also, food preparation items worth 1.8 billion naira were exported to UK in the first quarter. Some of these products imported from the UK in the first quarter of 2024 include 11.77 million naira worth of granite and 15.93 billion naira worth of heat exchange units. The United Nations World Food Programme has partnered with the government of Nigeria and other countries in West and Central Africa to begin this year's food assistance program for the lean season beginning in June to August. The organization disclosed this in a statement, stating that it targets to reach 7.5 million people in the region despite the near record number of people in the need of food assistance. The target number of people to be reached by the program falls short of number of people projected to face severe food security problem in the region. According to the WFP, the number of people set to face severe hunger problem during the lean season is expected to reach 55 million in West and Central Africa. This means the target number of people to reach by the program falls short of the number of people projected to face severe food security problem in the region. According to the WFP, the number of people set to face severe hunger problem during the lean season is expected to reach 55 million in West and Central Africa. This means the funding constraint will result in around 87% of food insecure people in the region without support or assistance. Nigeria has requested a 18-month extension on the closing date of the World Bank $800 million palliative loan in a strategic move to bolster its social safety net program amidst rising inflation and economic challenges. According to a restructuring paper document on the project from the World Bank, the Nigerian government has requested to extend the closing date of the project from June 30, 2024 to December 31st, 2025. The extension seeks to realign project timeline and enhance the efficiency of the National Social Safety Net program scale-up. This request extension aims to provide additional time for rolling out and managing cash transfer, as well as strengthening the social safety and delivery system. Kikelomo Okeri. Welcome back. If you're just joining us, this is Business Point, where we extract the Nigerian economy and the government policies. Nigeria equity markets opened new trading week on a negative note as investors still in their holiday mood approach the market for profit after last week's rally. The market decreased by 0.08%, while the year-to-date return lowered to 33.53%, despite increased buy-side activities in banking and oil and gas stock. Profits taken in insurance and consumer goods stocks still dipped the market. The Nigerian Exchange Limited all-share index and market capitalization decreased from preceding trading day high of 99,925.25 points. That is 56.526 trillion naira, respectively, to 99,842.19 points and 56.478 trillion naira. The Nigerian Customs Service has announced its revenue increase by 74% to 4.49 trillion naira between June 2023 and May 2024 when compared to what the service collected during the period in the previous year. The Comptroller General of Customs, Adewale Adeniyi, announced this in Abuja while providing an account of the NCS performance over the past years under his stewardship as the Chairman of the Federal Revenue Generating Agency. Outlining some of these key milestones recorded by the service under its core statutory responsibility, Adeniyi says the feat was underpinned by a sustained increase of 70.13% in average monthly revenue collection compared to the previous year. NCS recorded an average monthly revenue collection of 343 billion naira compared to 202 billion naira monthly average, adding that there was a substantial 122.35% rise in revenue collection during the first quarter of 2024 compared to the same period in the previous year. These gains were attributed to various strategic initiatives. Let's listen to Wale Adeniyi as he reels out some of the achievements in the Nigerian Customs Service.
Nigeria Customs has reported a remarkable 74% growth in revenue collection over the past 1 year, recording a total revenue collection of 4.49 trillion between January 2023 and May 2024, compared with 2.58 trillion naira collected during the corresponding period of the previous year. This achievement was underpinned by a sustained increase of 70.13% in the average monthly revenue collection compared to that of previous years. We recorded an average monthly revenue collection of 343 billion compared to 202 billion averagely last year. Notably, there was a substantial 122.35% increase in revenue collection during the first quarter of 2024 compared to the same period in previous years. These gains were attributed to a number of strategic initiatives, and I just mentioned some of them for want of time. The first was the revenue review performance recovery exercise that we spoke about earlier, which generated over 15 billion naira into the National Treasury. The second was the 2.79 billion naira recovered from the 90-day window concession given for importers of uncustomed vehicles. The third is the 1.5 billion recovered from decongestion of 1,705 overtime containers and 981 vehicles littering all our ports. The fourth, and which is noteworthy, is that on a particular date, on June 13, 2024, Nigeria Customs recorded a daily all-time high of 58.5 billion in revenue collection. That is collection for one single day. Represents one of the major highlights of our revenue performance. And this is not possible if we have not deployed capable officers to sensitive positions on the basis of their merit and capacity. And on the trade facilitation front, significant achievements have been made, and I just like to talk about some few of them. starting from the decongestion of ports and the reopening of previously inaccessible access roads leading to a number of our ports, particularly in the Lagos area. And the credit to this must go to the synergy between the Honorable Minister for Marine and Blue Economy and all the agencies working under the Minister, and of course the Minister of Finance that pulled the synergy of all agencies working under them. The second, and is particularly noteworthy, is Nigeria Customs Service recent ranking under the Presidential Enabling Business Environment Council, PEBEC, which aims to streamline business operations in Nigeria through reforms and policies. Ministries, departments and agencies, MDAs, are ranked by activities under 8 broad indicator levels, including efficiency reforms based on service delivery within stipulated timelines, transparency reforms, the reforms and update of service level agreements, SLA, and the support for manufacturing and agriculture exports. I will just quickly give you the numbers of our performance on a comparative basis. Between 2020 and 2022, Nigeria Customs Service maintained an average percentage score of 18.45%, ranking 28 out of the 37 MDAs that were assessed during that period. However, by 2023, the Nigerian Customs Service ranking fell further to 34th out of 39 MDAs that were assessed, with a percentage score of 18.53%. However, by 2024, as we speak, I am delighted to announce that, going by the current ranking released some few hours ago, Nigeria Customs Service has moved up 33 places, and we are now tied at the top position with 4 other MDAs out of the 36 MDAs assessed, with a percentage score of 100%, making 81.5% increase.
All right, that was the Comptroller General of Customs, Adewale Adeniyi, reeling out the revenue generated in the last 1 year. This is where we draw the curtain on Business Point today. Join me again tomorrow morning on Global Television as we're on Star Time channel 276. You can also visit all our social media handles at Global TV NG, our website globaltvabuja.com. Till I come your way again, I am Kike Lomo Okeri. I celebrate you all.